Hey folks, Toran here. Sorry for the lack of videos recently. Between being pretty sick for most of 2017 and playing games like Overwatch and Elder Scrolls, which already have thousands of quality videos dedicated to virtually every aspect of them, I haven't had any content come out for a while. That being said, there are a few things of interest coming up that I'm going to try to share with you soon. Today I'm launching a new series focused around MMO gaming. If I had to pick one genre of game to play exclusively, it would be MMOs, and with the thousands of hours I've dumped into them, I'd like to think I know a thing or two about them. So I'm happy to be starting this series to share my knowledge and opinions regarding them. The new MMO market has been pretty disappointing recently. Last year we saw the North American release of two major MMOs, Black Desert Online and Blade and Soul. While both of them had their strengths, neither of them kept me playing for long personally. That being said, Black Desert seems to be doing well and pumping out content at a fantastic pace, and I know a lot of people are happy with it. 2016 was a good year for previously released MMOs. World of Warcraft's Legion expansion has been a pretty big success so far, and Elder Scrolls Online has seen a massive turnaround with their new content and the release of the One Tamriel update, which allows players of all factions to quest together within the game world, which now features level scaling for all zones and the ability to go where you want and do what you want without having to follow a linear path through the base game. I'll be covering Elder Scrolls Online a bit more in a later episode. Final Fantasy XIV announced their second expansion, Stormblood, which is due out later this year. Guild Wars 2 finally got around to releasing Living Story Season 3. The Division gained a lot of popularity due to some key updates and DLC releases. The Old Republic released another expansion, Arcade released their big 3.0 update, Rift Starfall Prophecy update released, and Turbine sold the rights to Dungeons & Dragons Online and Lord of the Rings Online, allowing for further development. With all that being said, there are a lot of MMO players that are getting tired of going back to the same games, that are seriously itching for something brand new, that are so bored with what's available that they're ready to jump on just about anything. Personally, I would love for one of the big Western MMOs in development to release today, as I'm beyond tired of the Korean grindfest style of play, and after the amount of hours I put into Final Fantasy XIV, Warcraft, and Guild Wars 2 this year, I could use a break from the theme park style as well. That brings us to 2017, a year of possibilities. Crowfall, Camelot Unchained, Chronicles of Illyria, and Star Citizen are continuing development, with Crowfall looking like it could possibly get a full release this year, and the other three promising to at least hit some sort of big milestone in their development. Unfortunately, it's only January, so I'll have to fill the time with something. That brings us to Revelation Online. I honestly know very little about this game, but man, has it been blowing up my newsfeed. So when I saw MMORPG.com was giving away keys for the closed beta, I snatched one up just in case I got really bored. Well, lucky you, because here I am, bored as hell, about to hop into what looks like yet another Korean grindfest. Don't worry though, the developer is actually Chinese, so I'm sure it'll be smooth sailing. Alright, so Google tells me that Revelation Online is developed by NetEase and published/localized for North America by My.com. I've watched about 15 minutes of footage of this game in the beta, and from what I understand it's not fully translated yet, but most of the content up to at least level 40 is. My first impression without playing is that it looks a lot like Blade and Soul, but impressions were meant to be broken, so let's get started and check out the most important part of a MMO, the character creator. Alright, so we have 6 classes here. Guess we have some tanky type guy, big shield, good tank stats, all defense, whatnot. Then we have the sword mage, who's got boobs and all her clothes are flapping in the wind. Good stuff. And then we've got gun guy, who's got a big gun, it's probably a ranged DPS. I'm gonna look up what these things actually do. And Blade Master, he's got 2 swords. Typical Asian MMO character, and that chick with the purple stuff. Alright, so looks like the occultist is that one, and she is kind of like a warlock, dots, area effects, health draining, bit of healing. Spirit Shaper can heal and just good support class. Blade Master dude. It's like apparently like an off-tank type deal with good weapons. Tank guy, just really tanky. That's about it. Sword mage chick in the top right. She does magic damage, area effect spells. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just gonna play this guy. He looks cool. Now we can be big guy, little guy, or chick. Oh, nice. They aren't gender locked. I wonder if that's the same for all of them. Alright, this is the one that would be gender locked, if any of them. I'd guess. I don't know. A lot of characters like this usually are. At least in my experience. So, oh, looks like, yep, wow, okay. It's not gender locked. It's 1 point for this game. Check this one too, just in case it's a one-off thing. I like the little cutscenes they have. Okay, there's the female. And, oh, okay. I thought that was a female character, but I guess not. My bad. Interesting. Alright. This chick. Can she... Oh, that's cool animation. Yep, she can be a he. Very impressive. It's about time we get a non-gender locked Asian MMO. I think the last one I played was Arcade. Let's not talk about that game. Alright, so we're gonna hop into the Blade Master here, get the customization going. So I think I'm gonna go with the little version. Don't think I want to play this chick, but actually I should probably check out if there's a good boob slider, because you know, it's got to be the first thing you checked out. I kind of broke the rule. I went straight to figuring out if things were gender locked, but let's go, let's check out if there's a boob slider. Okay, well, looks like there's a boob slider, so if I know 2 of the 5 people who watch my videos, they'll probably be happy about that. I don't really care, I don't play female characters, but I know there's a lot of people who would not be happy if there wasn't a boob slider. Oh look, open, closed, open, closed. It's amazing. So, character creation system gets a pass from some people, just by that, but let's go to what I'm actually gonna make. Alright, so here we have the template to start off with, looking through the different hairstyles. Now for me, I've over the years kind of stopped going crazy with the character customization because usually, you know, I finish with my character after messing with every single slider and get like 20 levels into an MMO and look at my character and realize, man, their cheeks are fucked or their nose is messed up, and I just makes me want to like spend money fixing my character. So I've kind of been starting to stick pretty close to like the presets or copy someone else's templates and sliders off a website. You know, in like Black Desert, I copied someone's sliders to try and make my character look like Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. But here I'm gonna go through everything, take a look at stuff, just so you guys kind of get an idea of what options you have to mess around with. So I've picked our preset here and we can look at the different hairstyles. With a lot of like humanoid characters. I like to have like a guy with long hair, so I used to have pretty long hair myself, and a lot of MMOs actually don't let you have very long hair with male characters, but looks like the hairstyles aren't gender locked in this game either, because man, there's some fancy ass long hairstyles in this for male characters. Like, look at that stuff. It's just wow, absolutely beautiful. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and skip on ahead a little bit here and see what we've come up with. Alright, so apparently we can be green. There's all your normal skin tones, and then there's green. And I don't know if that has anything to do with the lore or anything, but it seemed kind of weird to me. And you can also adjust, you know, your shininess. So if you want to look like you're just covered in oil, got a problem in what's that? Blade and Soul, where my character they had that same option in that game. My character was just way too shiny. It bugged the crap out of me. Yeah, here you can do all sorts of weird shits. You can have a big head. Looks like there's a lot of different slider options for every body part, so that's good. I don't think it's as in depth as something like Black Desert Online, but it looks like there's enough. Wow, that is disturbing. Some options to let you have some fun and make your character your own. You know what? I think instead of trying to make a character that I like, I think I might just go for this looks like the kind of game where you can make an absolutely ugly as shit character, so I think that might be more fun. Let's give that a try. Alright, so we got our tiny hands, like, oh, wow. Okay, definitely gonna have to go with that. That's a good look. We got our tiny hands. Now, I kind of wanted to have Trump hands so I could feel powerful. And when you're wielding a huge sword, it's good to have small hands so they don't get in the way. God, this is disturbing. I think we're gonna go for like little torso, long legs. It's a good look. And it's just, oh boy, this is gonna be a nightmare. What in the fuck? Alright, I'm gonna skip ahead a little here, and oh man, I think I can make this look pretty fucked up. So let's see what our near to finished product is. Jesus Christ. Alright, so kinda went with the green skin, Ethiopian child man look, pink hair, thought was pretty good. Gonna go with some William Wallace type face paint. I gotta get some good facial hair in there, but you know what? I don't think brown's the right color. There are sliders to, show how thick your hair is. You can't seem to get full on beard, at least not with this character. He's gotta, just can't get that Viking look. But you know what? We can change your facial hair to pink, so we got that going for us. Can adjust the eyebrows, maybe make him look like he resents being beaten with the ugly stick. Just mess around with our wrinkles a bit, and you know what, we're looking pretty good, but once again, I'm going to jump ahead after I've gone through the rest of the things and show you the finished product, because it is fucked. Alright, final touch here, just needs red lipstick, and fuck, enemies are going to run in fear from us. So, gotta come up with a name. I don't know. I'm not feeling very creative today, so I think I'm probably just gonna use my normal name. It's something like Swamp Monster, or I don't know, fucking Nightmare Hairband. I don't know, something. But I'm just go with Toran. Gotta keep it simple here. Alright, so now we're hopping into the game. there's us, there's that guy. The whole game, couldn't find any subtitles um, for the cutscenes, which there's a lot of cutscenes. And all the voice acting is in Chinese, I'd assume. Mandarin, or I don't know. But the cool thing here is you can actually pick what type of combat style you want to do. So if you like tab targeting, you know, type, you can go with that. It's kind of like a Diablo 3, like a ARPG type movement style as well, where you can like point and click where you want to go. And then you also have kind of the more freeform combat style as well, like something like Terra or Blade and Soul or whatever. And so I decided to go with that. It's definitely just, this seems like the kind of game you gotta go with the action-y type style. Yeah, so this game starts off pretty simple. It's a lot of going to the quest giver. You know, go find the giant yellow question mark. Oh, what do you have to do? Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Lots of skipping through dialogue for me. You know, I didn't. Jesus Christ, characters so ugly. I wasn't too invested in the story. From what I understood, I was helping some people. There's some sort of sea god festival. We're like running late for it or some shit. There's punishment. I gotta beat up a training dummy. You know, gotta cook the food for the sea god festival. All that good stuff. So let's get the first taste of combat here in just a second. But you know, you have just really awesome characters here, like Arya. She's super interesting and not boring at all. And the other guy whose name I don't even remember. It says it on the screen, but I'm watching in a tiny little box right now doing the commentary, so I can't even read it. But yeah, so just you know, the combat seems like it could get good. It's definitely some interesting abilities starting off. All 3 or 4 of them. I still haven't read them all. But do, you know, maybe 20 minutes of this, just the intro and stuff. But in the next video, I'll actually look at the systems and what they do and be able to come back with a little more informed opinion. But look at this, double jumping. This game has double jumping. It's amazing. It's another point. You got boob slider, you got not gender lock characters, and you got double jumping. So, you know, it's hard to go. I think this is going to be Game of the Year 2016, 2017. Fuck. But, yeah, I'm going to skip ahead here a little bit because there's a ton of quests that just make you walk 10 feet. You interact with something. Maybe if you're lucky, you get to hit something with your sword. And then you get another quest and you walk 10 feet and you do it again and again and again. And it's pretty dull for the first 20 minutes or so. So I'm going to skip the video ahead here and just kind of hit on the most important parts of my trip to level 12 or whatever I got to so far. Alright, so had to save some plant things, of course. I kill some plant things and save an egg thing. It's really important. My character likes egg things, you know. See, there he is. He's cute. Then I raised this dragon flag, which people were really stoked on, I think. I thought it was a pretty good accomplishment. Then I followed the green arrows a bit more. Learned how to move quickly, which is actually kind of cool. I enjoyed it. It's once again a lot like Blade and Soul, but you can stay up there for a pretty good amount of time. And then I moved on, had to serve people dinner, because you gotta eat. Someone's gotta serve it. Why not ugly swamp monster tree lady? And then we got into the cutscene stuff where you start doing quick time button pressing, like God of War or games like those. And that was actually kind of cool. I've never seen that in an MMO before, so I enjoyed that, and it was especially fun to look at that. Look how beautiful he is, doing all those moves. Just so stylish. Look at that big butt. Yeah, so my character did that, and then enter this guy who's super cool. He's got all the cool moves. Oh no, he fell off the roof. What? Gotta give this game credit. It doesn't take itself too seriously. Then I had to go kill crabs, because I think that guy who fell off the roof was hungry for some crabs. So, who am I to not feed him? And then all of a sudden I got wings, and now I can fly. It's great. I appreciate wings. Didn't want to have to walk all the way up there, so. Yep, I can fly. It actually looks pretty cool. And then the Sea God Festival continued. I got a panda for a quest reward that sits on my head, so I was pretty stoked about that. Because, gotta get furry animals hanging on you. It's not an Asian MMO without some sort of shit like this. So that's cool. Later on, I got a little bear that sits in a purse around my waist, and there's a big narwhal firework. So the Sea God Festival is underway. This chick drank too much, turned into that thing, winked at that guy, and then turned into that lady with boobs, and stepped on that guy. And so she's too drunk, apparently, and now we gotta get her hangover medicine, apparently, which according to this game, some sort of fire water, which just sounds like more alcohol to me, but, maybe the best way to get rid of a hangover is just to drink more, so gotta go to the cellar or wherever, and then get the hangover medicine. And, while we're down there, things go bad. Things go bad for these people, and the fish people attack. I guess they didn't like the ceremony. The sea god's angry. So we gotta fight off a lot of fish people. And I'll tell you what, they are not tough at all. They're really easy to kill. I think the first 20 levels or so of this game, I'm assuming, I haven't got that far, but I think it's all pretty much one big tutorial. Which is good, because there's a lot of systems and things, cut a lot of it out, but there's daily rewards, and you logged in for 5 minutes, so you get this, and 10 minutes, you get that, and a lot of shit popping up, but these fish people aren't happy, and they've assaulted this village, so the only way to deal with that is just to murder all the fish people, I think. So, spent the rest of my time playing so far just killing fish people. Skip through a lot of the dialogue, but I kind of got the gist of it. People are dying, I need to save them, because when things get tough, ugly swamp beast, man, he's the only hope for this poor town. But yeah, the combat didn't really change much from the first time I swung my sword. I got one new ability, it shot a line straight, it was kind of cool, but it didn't seem to do much damage. Once again, I'm gonna look more into these abilities and learn more, but they said this character is kind of like an off tank, so maybe its damage is a little low and it's like about debuffing things, maybe, I'm not sure. But wasn't bad. I'm sure it'll pick up a bit as we go. But there's a lot of fish people. A lot of cutscenes, and this guy just thinks he's so cool. He's always got rock and roll music playing whenever he's doing this stuff. And I was kind of wondering, like, why do I need to exist in this universe when you got this guy? Like, I mean, come on, look at him. I could never do that. I'm just a lowly swamp beast, so what's the point, really? And this guy's not feeling too good. This guy's like, here, let me help you. I'm such a nice guy. Then we're back to killing fish things again, because, you know what, it's a real infestation. And, yeah, leveling up constantly. Big change of pace from, I've been playing Elder Scrolls recently. Like, maybe if I'm really trying to get 4 levels a day, this you get like 4 levels a minute. It's pretty quick. And you know, this raccoon guy, I think he's your dad or somebody's dad. I think he's the Arya chick, the drunk chick. I think the raccoon's her dad or grandfather or something. I wasn't really paying too much attention, but you know, there's like there's a big blue light, and I think they think that's where the sea god's coming from, or a spirit or something. So gotta go investigate. And then this chick's gonna die, so he heroically saves her, but you know, then he's dead, and that's unfortunate. Gotta kill more fish people to avenge the death, for sure. And then we're gonna just move on from there. Try to go find out what that blue light was about. I think she's pretty upset. I'm consoling her, probably. You know, just like, at least he doesn't look like me, it's okay. And this guy's like, don't worry, I will save everything because I'm the best. So we follow him because he's our fearless leader. He's got black wings, they're super cool. I do some quick time action stuff. Bam, I got black wings now too. What happened to my white ones? I don't know. They're gone. And then we fly up here and continue our adventure. That's going to do it for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, where we're going to learn how this game works and probably fight this sea god thingamajig. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.